Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to be talking all about my kids' activity advent calendar that I do for them each year. And I know that it is not December yet, but it is very late November and the 1st of December is rapidly approaching. So I thought it would be a nice time to talk about this and talk about the advent calendar. I am hopefully not going to be overloading you with Christmas too early, but I will talk more about it in a second. But just to give you a little bit of background, if you are new to my channel, my name is Katie and I post videos 3 times a week on a Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. I am actually attempting also to do Vlogmas this year. I have done it the last 3 years, I think, so I've done it every year for a long time and I never missed a day. I was doing really well, and then this year I just was umming and ahhing about whether to do it. I just find that it's a lot of kind of pressure when you're wanting to also enjoy Christmas to have to edit every evening and stuff, and I just wasn't sure. But as it's got nearer to December, I do want to do it in some sort of form. So I think that I'm probably going to do a mixture of sit-down videos and also daily videos, but I'm also not going to put much pressure on myself. So if I don't have a day where I upload, then that is perfectly fine. I'm probably not going to upload every day, maybe like 5 times a week, 4 or 5 times, something like that. I'll just see how it goes. I'm just going to like play it by ear. But anyway, enough of that. So to give you a little bit of background into the advent calendars, I don't know, I just think as I'm getting older, I'm getting more traditional, and don't get me wrong, I love an advent calendar. I have myself bought my kids like a ridiculously overpriced advent calendar before. One year, a couple of years ago, we got them a Lego one. But I think I'm becoming a little bit of a Christmas Scrooge, and I just think that the world has gone crazy for advent calendars, not just for kids, like adults. There's every single advent calendar you could imagine from all sorts of random different brands. And I don't know, I just sometimes think it's nice to just remember what Christmas is all about, and that's about being together. It doesn't mean that I'm judging anybody that has an advent calendar like that, because they are lovely and they are a really nice way to sort of gear yourself up to Christmas. But at the same time, I just like my little activity one. So what I do is I have got this advent calendar, which I bought from Next last year, but these are about everywhere. Before this one, I had another one, but it was getting a little bit wobbly and bent. So I invested in this one, and it's obviously just got drawers where you can put all different things in yourself. And so what I do is I add some chocolate. So this year I have got chocolate orange segments, and I've got Smarties for my little boy, and I put in a chocolate for each of my kids a day. Sometimes I put in more. In the bigger drawers, I sometimes put in a little bit more, just so then on some days they get a surprise because they've got like 2 chocolates each or something like that. And then the main kind of point of the advent calendar is that I do these activities, and most of these activities are kind of just activities that we can do at home. I've got a couple where that involve like a little bit of money, but for the most part it's just all about making memories and creating traditions and just having a lovely kind of family Christmas that's not all about sort of constant expense, if that makes sense. So what I thought I would do is I would read through some of these just to give you an idea. If you're wanting to do the same, it might help you with some inspiration. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to read all the ones that I have done for this year. They're not in any sort of order, because what I will then do once I've written them all out is I will go through and look at my calendar, because for example my eldest daughter plays football quite a few times a week up until the Christmas holidays, so I have to try and slot the activities as and when we're doing sort of busier stuff and things. So these are not in any particular order at all, but I will just read the type of stuff that we're doing. So for example, the first one is go and see Father Christmas at the garden centre. Now that one is a one that will cost some money, because that one is going on my daughter's birthday. So my eldest is 8 on Christmas Eve, and ever since she's been a year old, we have always gone to the garden centre and seen Father Christmas. So that's her like birthday treat. So that will be in number 24. The next one is have a naughty pick and mix pudding. So anything that involves sweets or silly things like that, my kids love. And so what I will do is I will just go to Tesco's or Wilkinson's, something like that, and pick them up a few pick and mix, because that's their favourite thing. And we will have a pick and mix pudding one night. The next one is have a family pizza night. Our kids love making their own pizzas. That's one of their favorite dinners. And so again, it's just about just doing things together as a family. It's not even particularly anything different because we have those like every once in a week, every once in a while, every couple of weeks or so, but I just thought that would be a nice one to do. Next one, talking about food again. They're not all about food, it just so happens that these ones are. So my next one, I just thought this is a new one for this year, but I just thought this was lovely. So it's have our pudding before our dinner. And I saw this on one of my friend's SJ's channels. She was talking about different like fun things that you could do with your kids, like not relating to Christmas. And it just stuck with me because I thought that my kids would love that. They'd love something as simple and as silly as having their pudding before their dinner. So I think one night I'm gonna get them some ice cream or some Angel Delight or something like that, or even just a yogurt, but we're gonna have it before we have our dinner. And I just think that they'll think that's so funny, and that will be a nice memory. Next one is sing some Christmas songs. It's a bit cheesy, isn't it? But we'll get some Christmas songs and we'll all sing them and they'll love that. Next one is write Christmas cards to family and friends. I don't know about anybody else's children, but my girls love picking up some like cheap Christmas cards and writing cards to their classmates. And I must admit, I lose interest after about 5 minutes because they take ages, but they really, really love doing it. So we will definitely be doing that. The next one is have a Christmas dance party. We turn all the lights off and we put like flashing lights on and we just dance around to Christmas music. So they love things like that. The next one is have our annual Beige Buffet. We've always called it a beige buffet, but what we do is we go to the supermarket and we pick out all that ridiculously unhealthy party food that you tend to only really have at Christmas time. So like your brie parcels and your popcorn chicken and your potato wedges, all that kind of party food stuff. And we sit and we have our beige buffet and the kids love that. The next one is have a bubble bath with some glow sticks. So we have got glow sticks lying around from goodness knows what. And what I will do is I will turn all the lights off and I will give them a glow stick bath. So everything's all like the bath's all lit up and stuff. So they will love that. The next one is watch the Snowman in the dark. Like I think that the Christmas film to me that just signifies Christmas and family for some reason is the Snowman. So we will sit in the dark and we will watch that and I will no doubt cry because I am a weirdo. The next one is pack up some nice and practical things for people who aren't as fortunate as us. So one of my friends is involved in this charity near us which helps the homeless in our area, and she did it last year. We donated some like old ski stuff to them and things, but what we're going to do this year is I have bought some big kind of, what are they called, like Ziploc bags from Amazon, and I am going to get the kids to help me package up different things. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to put in. I've already bought like some hand warmers because you can buy them in bulk from Amazon. I have bought some gloves in bulk. I might get some cheap socks maybe, some like chocolate for Christmas, maybe like some little mini bottles of deodorant. I just need to sort of have a little think about what we're going to do, but I just think it's really nice to teach the girls. I mean, Ren, my little boy, is a little bit too young, but just teach them that, you know, we obviously donate to food banks and things throughout the year, but just to teach them at Christmas time that there are people who are less fortunate and lucky as us, and we should be giving at Christmas time pretty much more than we're getting really. So that's one that we're gonna do. The next one is sleep in mummy and daddy's bed. Our girls love sleeping in mine and John's bed. I don't know why, but they just love it. But to be fair, I used to love it when I was little as well, and they won't love it forever. But we don't tend to let our little boy sleep in there as well because nobody would get any sleep. But I think we're going to attempt it one night over the Christmas period. We're going to let him sleep in there as well. The next one is stay up late when Ren has gone to bed and watch a Christmas film with snacks. So it's really hard to watch a film with my 2-year-old. It's okay during the day because he'll just play around with his toys, but if we tried to let him stay up late to watch a film, he'd just end up being a pain. So we're probably going to put him to bed and then we're going to let them stay up late and have some snacks, some popcorn and things, and watch a really nice Christmas film. Next one is look back at old family photos and videos. So our girls love to look at photos of themselves when they were babies. You know, old children are like that, aren't they? They're a bit self-obsessed. So they love looking at like silly photos and videos that I took of them when they were babies. So we'll sit and we will do that one night. Next one is read Christmas stories in front of the tree. So we normally read our stories each night upstairs in bed, but one night we'll come down and we'll sit in the dark and we'll read them in front of the tree and by candlelight. So that'll be a really nice one. Next one, which is actually December the 1st, is have a family festive day and put up the Christmas tree. So like probably most families, we do this every year. We have what we call our family festive day. We put up the tree, we go and choose a new decoration. Each child gets to choose their own decoration, and I make a note of them so when they leave home, they will be able to take all the decorations with them. So I think that will be a really lovely thing to do. So that's what we do. Next one is write a letter to Father Christmas. That's an obvious one. And then it's so cute to take them to the post box and let them post it. Next one is decorate Christmas cookies. You can get those kits, can't you, from every supermarket practically, where you can get like a little cookie decorating kit. So we will do that one night. Next one is have an indoor carpet picnic in front of the Christmas tree. So my kids love to have a carpet picnic, which is just where we get a picnic blanket down and they eat their dinner on the floor. I have no idea why they like it, but they do. But I thought I would make it even better by doing it a little bit festive and having us sit in the dark with the lights of the Christmas tree. Next one, which is actually one of my favourites, it was one of the traditions that I used to have with my dad when I was little, and that is go on search for the best Christmas lights. So we bundle up warm, we go for a drive, and we try and find the house that has the best Christmas lights. So we will be doing that. That's actually one of my favourite things to do. This one is obviously December the 25th. It just says Happy Christmas. I'm not doing anything else on December the 25th. Christmas Day is more than enough. The next one is a new one I've put in this year, and I don't know whether it will actually end up happening. It's one of those ones where you think the idea of it seems really lovely, but it probably won't end up happening, which is bring all our blankets down and all sleep in front of the tree. Like, I know that the girls would love to do something like this, where we just bring all our quilts, all our blankets down, and we all sleep in like a little bundle on the floor by the tree. But the kind of reality is we'd probably do it for an hour or so and then get fed up and go upstairs to bed. But the idea is there and we'll try and give it a go. The next one is play a family board game, and the girls love playing board games together. The next one is unwrap a new Christmas book to read. So I love the idea of a book advent. I have done that before. When the girls were very young, I did a book advent. I got a load of different books from the charity shop, and I actually wrapped up books from last Christmas that they'd forgotten about. So it is a really nice idea, but I also just think that maybe 25 books is a little bit too much. So we're just gonna have one book. I bought the girls a book each from Amazon that we will unwrap and read by the tree. And then finally, the last one is go for a nice winter walk and then come back and have hot chocolates with cream. So I will get some lovely sort of kind of tasty hot chocolate and cream and marshmallows. And after our walk, we will have some hot chocolate. And that is pretty much it. That is my kind of advent calendar activities. I have no idea if this was interesting or whether this was helpful. I don't know if anybody else does an activity advent calendar, but I just think they're a really nice idea. I think, you know, every family has got their own traditions, haven't they? So some people might like the Lego advent calendar, some people might just have a chocolate one, some people might not do it at all. But yeah, I just really like these activities because they really encourage us to kind of remember what Christmas is all about, which is about family, isn't it? And just being together, and our children really love doing this kind of thing. So hopefully it will be really nice. But that is it. That is my kind of activity advent calendar video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment below letting me know what your family does, or any kind of like family Christmas traditions that you have done when you were young or that you do now, because I just love finding out about what other people do and what kind of, I think Christmas is so personal, isn't it? And each family has very different ideas about kind of the things that work for them. So I would love to know like some of your kind of family Christmas traditions as well. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.